morning and welcome back to Act Locally Live. I'm your host, Elizabeth Riley. Today is Monday, September 8th. It is 7:30 in the morning. Good morning. How are you? How was your weekend? I'm going to tell you about mine. It was honestly a really good weekend. It was really refreshing. So I have a lot of good news for you on this fine Monday morning. As I said, it was very refreshing. I spent a lot of time with friends who were just getting back into the rhythm of work, school, extracurricular activities, just trying to get each other down in schedules instead of, confirming we are penciling in, just trying to make it work. But as we all are, after a solid college football game day, I treated myself with some bookshelves. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. My books are my pride and joy. Obviously, y'all know I'm a reader. Y'all know I take care of them and I love seeing them on display. I love being able to admire them, just like step up, see all my little trinkets in with all of my favorite titles. And I finally put together 2 bookshelves by myself. Oh my goodness. The first one took me a little bit longer. I was getting frustrated, but then I took a breather. And the second one took me 15 minutes. I was on top of it. I wasn't letting this one beat me, okay? Got those put together, put everything up, and I've just been kind of like twiddling with them, rearranging and settling things. And yeah, I'm very excited about it. My books are finally off the ground and away from my cat. They've been collecting dust and cat hair for weeks since I moved into my place. And I would like to share a little thing with you. Cats are smarter than anyone will give them credit for. Okay? You've seen videos of people trying to work and their cats will come and lay on their computer thinking, "Oh, I'm going to get my attention." That's just the start of it, I fear. They notice and they know what you put your attention on, what takes up your time, and then they will go disrupt whatever that is to get attention. I'm talking, she hides my phone. She'll come and lay on top of my phone, the TV remote, or my books. She goes up and over to my books, starts rubbing her face on the corner, and she knows that I will get up and go over there to stop her from biting my books just so that she can get a little attention. They're way too smart for their own good. But as I said, I got to treat myself after a huge college football game day. The Baylor Bears had a crazy comeback win against SMU, marking the first time since January 2022 that Baylor beat a ranked opponent. Let's go. The last time was the Sugar Bowl victory over number 8 ranked Ole Miss. I remember that game. I was crying at home. Yeah, it was Christmas. It was lovely. It was amazing. Did you see my reminiscent face? Also this weekend, Baylor women's volleyball kept the broom out on Sunday, sweeping Rice 3-0 at the Farrell Center to stay unbeaten at home, moving on in the season to 5-1. I may have been a little harsh last Throwback Thursday when talking about the animosity between the Baylor bubble and the greater Waco area that was built by Baylor, mind you. I actually wasn't too harsh. I could have been harsher, but with these wins, Baylor has saved themselves this weekend, okay? You have a little bit of grace for now. Anywho, also this weekend, Pet Circle celebrated their first birthday during a huge celebration adoption event on Saturday. And at the same time, they were making a plea for all of us Central Texans to come adopt and foster dogs in its care. The 4-legged residents at the clinic are about to get a huge upgrade. Within the next 2 months, bulldozers will be unleashed at Pet Circle with a $4.4 million expansion that the city leaders will say will give patients better care and more room for staff to fetch solutions. How cute. The new 4,700 square foot surgical building will feature 2 operating rooms, an x-ray suite, and a recovery space for pets getting back on their paws. The plans also include 13 indoor-outdoor kennels, separate isolation rooms for cats, puppies, and sick animals, and enough staff space to keep the humans from feeling like they are sardines in a can in their own work environment. Even though the renovations are going to be catered towards the animals and the staff who's working there, the building itself is also getting some updates. They are getting a new backup generator and medical oxygen system. So once all of this is complete, likely by fall of 2026, the expansion will free up a ton of more space for additional kennels when they are finally able to take in some more pets. But the Pet Circle Communications and Marketing Director, Wendy Leal, told Fox 44 that there are about 200 dogs available for adoption or fostering, and the need to find forever homes is huge, like greater than ever right now. And there are more dogs coming into Pet Circle than being adopted out. So those dogs I show you every Friday, they need a home. And I would take them all in if I had the space and the money. But I unfortunately didn't win the massive Powerball jackpot lottery. Like, or else you wouldn't be seeing me this early. Are you kidding? So there were 4 winning Powerball tickets sold in Texas alone. And they will be splitting that $1.8 billion jackpot. Oh, the jackpot winning ticket in Texas was sold at Big's convenience store in Fredericksburg, located off Highway 290. There was a ticket sold at the Superfood Mart on Loop 323 in Tyler, Texas, that was worth $2 million. There was a ticket sold at the 7-Eleven on Lake Creek Parkway in Austin worth $1 million, and another $1 million winning ticket was sold at a Murphy USA on Walton Way in a suburb of DFW. Nowhere near us. I should have been trying harder. I should have done some more expansive searches, tried a few different numbers maybe. Really unfortunate. But we have some upcoming things happening in Waco that I'm going to be telling you about, since we just went through everything that happened already. Maybe you've already heard of it. I'm sorry if that's the case, but at least you have my take on it now. Hey, that's new. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and I will be right back to tell you what's going on in Waco.
When you view the glass half full, the little things become magical. Like kicking back and sharing laughs, spread good vibes, and they'll come back. Celebrate what you love with what you wear, even if what you love is kind of weird. Life is good in super soft tees that spark smiles and connectivity. 10% of profits go to help kids heal. So choose optimism and make the magic real. Visit lifeisgood.com.
What I love most about playing basketball is the competition. I really just like being shifty, mastering hesitation moves, changing direction, building chemistry with new teammates. If you're not having fun while you're playing, there's no point in playing the game. You know what to do. Escape Basic. Pair of Thieves quick dry underwear. It wicks away sweat and helps keep you dry. You looking forward to fishing season?
Let's unbox the all-new Walking Pad X21. It is the hottest thing on the fitness market right now. Whew. I like it. I like it a lot. Well done, Walking Pad. So after using the Walking Pad, I absolutely loved it. For the price, I adore it. I highly recommend it.
I've gotten a lot of questions as to where people can find the best supplements.
And that's why we have the Swell Score, because we have created this platform where our team of researchers and doctors have come together to bring top-notch quality supplements and information.
We make sure that if we are recommending a product, that it hasn't been reviewed by the same company that is producing that product.
Now we have a resource that we can do that.
Welcome back to Act Locally Live. I'm Elizabeth Riley. Today is Monday, September 8th, and we are going over things that are just happening in our community, what happened this weekend, and typically we'll do, mental health discussions, find ways to get outside, find peaceful hobbies, and rely on helpful communities. And I do want to share some of that. So tonight, one community that I've already talked about, Waco Roller Derby, whoop whoop. They are hosting a skate fitness class tonight, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Belmead location. It's a $10 fee, and tonight you can immerse yourself in this super beginner-friendly skating opportunity. It's one of Skate Waco's dirt roller derby classes. You will be gliding around the rink in no time. You don't need to purchase your own skates. You don't need to bring any of your own equipment. They have that all there for you. It's all on loan. You just need to be 14 or older to go skate with all these super cool, amazing people. On Wednesday night, the Levitt Amp concert series is coming to us at the East Bridge Street Plaza. You can get back into the school year and into the swing of work and the swing of fall. Yes, please. The temperatures are dropping and it feels so nice. With a free series of shows that are performed by local artists and bands for our community. And this week, Barjora and the Kent Claras Band will be performing. So be sure to go catch that Wednesday night, September 10th. So speaking of all of the things happening in our community that have happened this past weekend, there's a lot that's going to be happening. There's already, yeah. Waco's getting a big refresh, if you didn't know. There is a 20-year 4-stage plan that is going to completely redesign downtown Waco along the Brazos River, and it's steps closer to coming to life. This project is going to be built up the riverside between Mary and Waco Avenues, and it's going to be constructing parks, public spaces. It's going to be building a new city hall, adding some sports entertainment with a ballpark. Yes, please. And also forming a new performing arts district with a convention center and just overall improved walkability around the city. So this is officially called the Waco Downtown Redevelopment Project, and it stretches nearly a mile alongside the river, and it creates 5 unique districts. This whole development is trying to anchor itself on the west end by Waco Avenue with the sports entertainment district, which will have the ballpark. And then on the east end will be the performing arts district, fit with the new convention center, hotel, performance venues, all of the things. And that will go up around Mary Avenue and University Parks. So in between those two, your sports and entertainment, which, hey, why are those fully separated? Can we not exist in both? Is that not what we're doing here? Anyways, in between the two bookends, there will be 3 more districts. The Town Square District is going to consolidate Waco employees into one new city hall. There's going to be a youth sports complex on the north of the river. And finally, Barron's Branch Park will sit just east of the ballpark district, and it's going to be developed within the first 2 years of the project starting in 2026. So while each of these 5 districts will have their own personalities, the entire Waco Community Project is rooted in connectivity, making downtown more walkable and unifying the north and south sides of the city. So, I mean, we went over that 1970s urban renewal project. We'll see how this does, okay? We'll see. This is all very exciting news, but I'm already dreading the construction and the traffic rerouting everywhere in Waco. So I'm here to share a few ways to keep your head on while all of this starts happening. I mean, Waco's practically already a mess. You have road changes happening every day. People have no idea what route we're taking. And you know what? I'm guilty of that. Okay. But one way to keep your head on is to stay updated on road closures. So it's as simple as that. Just look them up. They're always being posted. But also, play some good music. Play some podcasts. Maybe an audiobook here and there. Do not be scrolling on TikTok while you are behind the wheel. What are you doing? Oh my goodness, imbeciles. So, I'm going to update you with some of the traffic reroutes that have been announced because, on Friday, the removal of the I-35 bridge over New Road begins. Oh my goodness. The bridge will be removed to prepare for the reconstructioning and widening of I-35. To safely and efficiently complete the removal of the bridge, crews plan to close all lanes on east and westbound New Road and the turnaround under I-35 on Friday, September 12th at 7 p.m. Crews expect to open all lanes and the turnaround by 7 a.m. Monday, September 15th. All I-35 main lanes and frontage roads will be open in both directions. Traffic signals will be green to allow traffic through. But please be aware of the changes happening, the road closures, and prepare for traffic. You don't need to drive like a bat out of hell if you give yourself time. Thank you. So, in other news, we have some more hopefully, news. The July floods in Kerr County were absolutely devastating. They killed 119 individuals, and this area was home to multiple popular summer camps, including Camp Mystic. And these Texas families that have attended for generations have just been heartbroken. So nearly 40 children, mostly campers, were killed in these floods. And so in response, lawmakers have passed two key pieces of legislation focused on tightening those safety measures for camps, which very interesting. This is a very quick turnaround. I think trying to protect kids in one way and not the other. Hey, let's get on that maybe. Anyways, House bill is focused on overnight youth camps, and that measure requires that every camp create a written emergency plan, which will be approved by the governor's office. And if any issues are found within the plan, they will have 90 days to fix them. I have a question. Who's going to be reviewing those plans? How many do they have to go through? How efficient is that time frame going to be? And is it going to be a turnaround before 90 days where they have to, lots of questions. Bureaucracy stuff. The legislature has also passed measures that will help Texans be more aware when life-threatening weather is headed their way. And one of the main ideas talked about in the aftermath of the flood was adding flood warning sirens along high-risk areas. And so that is exactly what Senate Bill 3 is going to do. This bill establishes a $50 million grant program to help local communities pay for the siren equipment. And, which communities are these going into? Well, good question. Those are going to be prioritized based on the Texas Water Development Board and where they find the most high-risk flood areas. So, lawmakers also sent another measure to the governor's desk, Senate Bill 18, and that would let certain local government agencies maintain and repair flood control dams without getting a state water permit first. As a direct response to the Texas Hill Country flooding, state legislature passed a measure that directs recovery funding to the areas that were most affected. And Senate Bill 5 does this by creating 3 separate pots of money. So after natural disasters, there are plenty of volunteers that are looking to help, but there are also those who use the opportunity to prey on vulnerable people. And House Bill 20, also known as the Disaster Scam Response Act, is aiming to shield Texans from scams in the wake of future natural disasters. So that bill creates a voluntary accreditation program for nonprofits that raise money for disaster relief. And the program, which will be operated by the Texas Division of Emergency Management, will provide official seals to accredited groups to show their legitimacy so that nobody's getting scammed out of their money. It's going to be great. So that's a lot of updates for you. We have a lot going on in Waco, a lot going on in Central Texas, and it's a Monday. Please keep your head on as you get to work on this fine day. And I will see you all tomorrow morning for more. Bye, guys.